Yes, he got ran over. They got him. Picked off camera, dude.
Fans, and welcome to Celina Stadium for tonight's Cross Lake battle. Celina Bulldogs versus the St. Mary's Rough Riders. Here comes the Riders onto the field. The Dogs have been waiting, and we're just about ready to tee it up in the annual Fall Classic, the Battle for Grand Lake. This is Bruce Stroll alongside Danny Adams, and we're ready to bring you tonight's Western Buckeye League battle. So St. Mary's comes in at a surprising 1-4 on the year, having some trouble getting things put together. The Bulldogs stand at 5-0 and looking to extend their winning streak.
Last year, the Bulldogs had some pretty good luck for St. Mary's. The Bulldogs scored 33 points, and they held St. Mary's to 0. Bulldogs rushed for 192 yards and passed for 209 for 401 total yards in offense. And they held St. Mary's to 112 yards rushing, 28 yards passing, and 140 yards of total offense.
Looks like the Dogs are going to be kicking off. St. Mary's huddling down around Coach Ray Graves. And the Dogs are out on the field ready to go. Hageman stocking the line, getting the boys ready. He's going to be the wedge buster. Head straight down the middle, knock down whatever he can, and open it up so the tackle will be made by one of the little bit more mobile Bulldogs. Got about a minute left on the clock before the actual kickoff should happen. The Bulldogs come into the game after a big win, kind of a test, their first test of the season against Wapak last week, but they came through it in fine shape. Sputtered in the beginning of the second half, gave up a opening kickoff run back to Wapak, and then finally settled down and subdued the Redskins. So the Dogs are ready. Tyler Davis teeing up the football.
We've got number 20, John Thistlewaite, and number 30, Mike Hirschfeld, back deep for the Rough Riders.
Okay, there's are there to meet a gain of about 1.
Number 3, Clark.
Ball is at the about the 37-yard line now. Riders come out wing to the right. T-backs are set to the left. Rick Haynes calling the signals. Takes a snap. We're doing the sweep to the other side to Thistlewaite. And Thistlewaite is met there and dropped probably for a loss as the Dogs are ready. One of the old trademarks of the Rough Riders being run the play, the next play, run it the opposite way. Run the sweep to the left, come back with sweep to the right.
Hageman was there waiting for the ball carrier.
Brings up 3rd down and 5. Big play right here for the Dogs. Defense get off the field and give the ball back to the offense. Coming out, we got the wing to the left, strong tee to the left. Look for a sweep out to the outside. runs into his own man and is stacked up for a gain of about 1. And their wingback, or the halfback on the same side, pull the guards and run student body left around the outside, and the Dogs were ready. I think the Dogs have seen that one before on tape. We're ready. Formation. Okay. Formation. We have Mike Hirschfeld. Takes a low snap, picks it up, gets the kick away. Pretty nice kick. Kanapke handles at about the 30-yard line. He's trying to get to the sideline. Can't do it. Loses the football. Ball is loose. Riders have the football. First big break in the game as Brian Kanapke tried to Riders. Defense is back out there. Clock is running. There's 9:43 to go in the first quarter. Riders sitting at about the 30-yard line. Wing to the left. Regular T formation. Here's a reverse on the inside. He cuts it up in the middle. Gains good yardage. Have Thistlethwaite took that reverse this time. Thistlethwaite out on the wing. Took the reverse handoff. Cut it in over the middle, and he gets about 5. Ball sits at the 26-yard line. Second down and about 5. Okay, Riders are wing left. Regular T formation. Just run a straight dive play with the halfback leading. Give to the fullback. Gained about 2. Brings up third down. Third and about 3. A short 3. Big play here for the Dogs. Rick Haynes brings them up. Sophomore quarterbacks. We've been seeing a lot of those lately. Got a wing to the right. Tees out to the left. Opens up. Same play the other way. This time, Mike Hirschfeld on the carry. He's down close to the first down. Depends upon the spot. Looks like that could be a first down. They're not even going to measure it. It's first down for the Riders at the 20-yard line. Riders showing great momentum here early. Got that break and trying to capitalize. Haynes brings him up. Wings to the right. Tees to the left. There's that trap play. Hirschfeld straight up the middle. He fights forward for extra yards. And it's like he's to about the 10. He's close to another first down. Okay, Dogs need to bowl their back here. Got a wing to the right. T split to the left. Straight ahead is Hirschfeld. He's the ball, and he's got that first down. Mike Hirschfeld straight ahead on the trap play. And he is inside the 10-yard line, down at about the 9, first and goal. They cannot get another first down here. Dogs need to make a play. Clock's running down, 7:35 to go in the first quarter. Wing to left, regular T formation. Draw. There's a blast play. Lead the halfback in, follow in with the fullback, and he's all the way down. Hirschfeld is all the way down. Looks like we're sitting up at the 1-yard line. Dogs not getting any penetration. St. Mary's line is taking care of the Dogs' defensive front right now. They need to stiffen up right here. Second down 1, ball's on the 1. Wing to the left. Regular T formation. Quarterback sneak. No, there's a call right there. He's in for the score. Linesman comes in from the far side and says he's in. Riders are big mistake there. We coughed up the football, gave the Riders momentum, and they capitalize as they go. Only about 30 yards, but they're in the end zone at 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Nick Liming, straight ahead kicker. Big old down is right through. Lose the toe Groza style, and it is 7-0 Riders, and the Riders are fired up. They're blowing snot bubbles over here on the sideline. Coaches are out on the field firing them up. The Dogs need to take a deep breath now and get down to business. Liming will be teeing up the ball. Here comes the Dogs breaking their huddle. Okay, the Rough Riders coming into this game with only a 3-0 win over the Lima Shawnee Indians to show on the victory side, but they're ready for tonight's game. You can throw the records out the window when the Dogs and the Riders get together, because they're playing for tradition and bragging rights and everything for all the moms and dads for the whole entire year. Whistle. Got Kanapke and Carey and Bilger deep. There's the whistle. Liming with the kick deep, straight down the middle. Carey's going to take it at about the 10. He breaks to the middle and is met right there. Great coverage by the Rider kick team, and the Bulldogs are going to take over at about the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Mike Bass comes into the huddle. Got to get the Dogs cooking here early. Clock is running, 6:40 to go in the first quarter. Rough Riders showing their 6-2 defense. Mike looks it over, calls the play at the line of scrimmage. He takes it and stands up, and there's Kanapke on the slant. He's got it already. He's off to the races. He could go all the way. One guy left to catch him, and it's a foot race. It's in one play, and we're all even again as Mike Bass took one step back, looked at Kanapke. He's coming forward on the slot, and drilled him in the shoulder pads, and Kanapke was off to the races, and it's 7-6. That play took about 13 or 14 seconds, I believe, for Kanapke to go about 74 yards. Tyler Davis on to try the extra point. Mike Bath in the hold. Sweeney with the snap. Good snap, good hold. Tyler Davis skies it out of here. That's well in the parking lot across Wayne Street, and it's 7-7, and who's got the momentum now? Bulldog faithful on their feet across the way there, as they were kind of shocked, but now they can settle down a little bit.
Commercials.
Okay, folks, take a look at the bottom of your screen there. They're scrolling across all of our Channel 6 sponsors, and please get out and support those people, as those people do a great job in supporting Channel 6 and all of its endeavors, from school plays and athletic events to school board meetings, and all the things that you have become accustomed to as seeing on Channel 6 can't be done without the support of those fine sponsors. So get out and support them. Tyler Davis ready to kick the ball off. Band's into it. They're fired up down here to our left. The crowd across the way is even synchronized with the band. Tyler Davis, here's the whistle, comes forward. Boots it high and long this time. Both receivers run together. It's picked up. Mike Hirschfeld finally decides he wants the football and carries it out to about the 25-yard line, where he is met. Both players, a heck of a collision right there. And the Rough Riders set up at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. 6 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. The Rough Riders break the huddle. Got their slot to the left, regular T formation. Haynes with the handoff. Here comes that sweep again. They started the last series with the sweep. Gets about the same result as Clark takes the handoff. And Hageman takes Clark. And no gain on the play. But just moved the ball over toward the middle of the field as they came out running the sweep. Look for the sweep to go the other way this time. Wings to the right. There they go. This time they run the same play, but cut it inside this time. Try to bring it in off tackle. A little bit better result, but it brings up about 3rd down and about 6. Moved the ball out just short of the 30-yard line. 3rd down. Big play for the Bulldog defense. Need to get the ball back and get control of the situation here. Okay, we have wing to the right. Regular T formation. Okay, fake the sweep, and the quarterback is going to roll out and keep it. He's going to be met and pushed out of bounds. Rick Haynes, the quarterback, faked the sweep action, kept the ball rolled out behind all that action, and tried to get the corner, but he was run out of bounds by Kanapke and Laux over on the Celina side of the field. Brings up 4th down, and the Riders are going to have to kick it away. Randy Van Tilburg and Kanapke back deep. There's a good snap. Kick is away. Going over to Randy Van Tilburg. He fair catches it at about the 41-yard line where the Bulldogs will take over. Okay, the defense stiffened, and I guess they didn't get their wake-up call because the Riders had their will on that first series, but this time they had no luck moving the football. Okay, here comes Celina's offense. Kerry and O'Neill split out to the right. Kerry's in kind of a medium slot. Kanapke lonesome on the left side. Split backs. Swaney is straight ahead. No, it's Mike Bath. Mike Bath on the keeper. Fake to Swaney on a great fake. Got me. And Mike kept the football, and he is all the way out to gained about almost 10. Called 2nd and a short one, all the way out at midfield. Slots out to the right again. Mike looking it over. He's calling the plays in the line of scrimmage. St. Mary's moving around a little bit now. Jumping linebackers in, moving tackles out. Mike stands up again. There's that slot pass. This time it's got Kerry. Kerry catches it, avoids the initial tackler, which is the mark of a great receiver. If you can make that first guy miss and get on into the secondary, that's where the big plays are made. And he got by the first one, but luckily the safety came over for the Riders and made the stop. So, but he's a forward for the first down. Looks like about the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Mike looks it over. Slots out to the left this time. Kanapke to the right. Mike stands up. There's a pump and go. Mike drops the football as he looked for Kanapke on the giving the slanting up pattern. He drops the football, and he dropped the football, and number 93 for the Riders, which is Bryant Hensley, goes on the football, and the Riders have another big costly turnover as they're in business at about the 37-yard line. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Riders got the football. Wing to the left, regular T formation. Opens up. There's that lead blast play. Halfback leads in, and Hirschfeld comes in behind over the right tackle. Gains about, looks like about 3. He's going to bring up about 2nd down and 7. Hirschfeld, a big 207-pound junior fullback, is a load for the Dog defenders. Here, wing to the left, regular T. There's Hirschfeld on that trap play up the middle. He's grinding it out. Tyler Davis has to come up and make the stop. Armstrong made a hit, couldn't get there. Got a new face in the lineup tonight. Adam Cowlig, back from his injury, is getting his first varsity action tonight, and kind of upset with himself as he had a good shot at it and missed the tackle. A little rusty there. He's been off for a while, and he's just getting back tonight. He was a little rusty on that play and missed the shot there. So we're on wing to the right. Going to sweep to the right. Turns it up inside. He is met. That time, Adam Colley got his C wings back as he comes forward and meets that play with a great hit. Stuffs it for no gain, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Had Thistlethwaite that time with the football, but Adam Colley, you know, after years and years and years of seeing that great, famous St. Mary's sweep, the dogs are ready, and they smelled it out. And brings up 2nd down and 10. Wing to the left this time. Straight ahead on the dive play. Quarterback reversed out. Gave it to Clark, and Clark runs right over the right tackle and over most of the line of defense as he's forward for almost exactly, you know, call it 9 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 1. Dogs need to play right here. Haynes brings him up. He's looking it over. Got a wing to the right. Regular T formation. Quarterback sneak. They're grinding it out. He's got about 3 or 4 yards on that play as the Rider offensive line got lower and fired out harder and blew this line of defense back for about a 4-yard gain and a 1st down for the Riders. They're on the Bulldog 37-yard line. 1:10 to go in the 1st quarter. Wing to the left, regular T formation. There's the trap, straight up the middle with Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld's still grinding, and he's forward for about, looks like about 3. Hirschfeld's a real load. There again, Cowlig trying to make up for lost time. He's everywhere as he makes that tackle again. Riders come out. Wing to the right. Regular T formation. Okay, there's that trap again. Hirschfeld, this time he's bulldozing people as he ran over Hageman that time. Got into the backfield and got Randy Van Tilburg got himself run over that time, and he's all the way down. 1st down again. Ball is at about just inside the 25-yard line, and the Riders are on the move at 1st and 10. 17 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Seems like we've been running a lot of plays and playing a long time, but we're just about done with the 1st quarter. A little flanker out here this time, but again, the same play. This time, Mike Wessel found the seam and got through, grabbed Hirschfeld by the ankle and slowed him down and held him that time to only about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring the end of the 1st quarter with the score, Celina 7, St. Mary's 7. And again, we're going to scroll the sponsors across the bottom of the screen here at the end of the 1st quarter, and they do a great job for Channel 6, so if you have a chance, get out and say thank you and support those people that help support Channel 6. Okay, the Dogs having a little trouble with the St. Mary's offense. It's not like it's something we haven't seen before because they are, you know, they always run the same thing, that same play, but they always got a great back two in there that can execute. And they have, Hirschfeld has been doing a really, really great job of running hard. He runs hard, he runs low, and he's a big load to try to bring down. Dogs need to get a little bit lower and get more people to the point of attack. Dog defense huddled over with Coach Gabus over on the sideline. See if he can give him some words of wisdom to stop it. I see they put in changes there. Going to put a little bit more beef up front. They've got Armstrong and Ronnie Winhoven is now playing in the middle of that line. Hageman. Okay, St. Mary's comes out, wing to left, big wide splits. They open up this time and reverse out and run the dive straight ahead with Clark, and Clark is forward for about 2, brings up 3rd down and 5.
Looked like Tyler Davis on tackle for Celina.
Okay, big play for the Riders, big play for the Dogs. St. Mary's comes out. Wing to the left, regular T formation. There's that dive straight ahead with Hirschfeld. He's not going to get forward this time for very much as the Dogs submarine him. Armstrong. Tyler Davis comes forward and makes the play and brings up big play. Dog fans are on their feet as it brings up 4th down and about 3, it looks like. Here's the first real test of the night. Wing to the left. Haynes under center. Here comes the reverse on the inside. He turns it upfield and is met there. Boy, I don't know. It's awful close. Need a mark here. Playing at home, we ought to get a break. They're calling it just across the 15-yard line, which is just about where he needed to get. So we're going to bring in the chains. Thistlethwaite that time lined up out on the wing and came back across the flow, took the reverse handoff. We stretch it out by about 3 inches. The Dog defense is held and the offense is back on the field. Big play right there for the Dogs. 7-7 here at Celina Stadium. Surprisingly, the field is in great shape for all the rain that we had yesterday. Okay, Mike Bath trots into the huddle. O'Neal and Carey split out to the right. Kanapke down on the left side. Split backfield. Here comes Swaney on the straight ahead dive play. Swaney's got
like about 4.
Swaney's got, call it 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Got to get the offensive line moving out here a little bit. Got Teagarden and Armour and Bruns and the Miller brothers over here. They need to establish something here at the line of scrimmage. Mike takes the handoff. Here comes the draw play straight up. It's going to break big. Here comes Bilger straight down the middle of the field. One guy to beat. He catches him and got an angle on him and catches him from the side.
I believe that was Ryan Bilger.
That was Bill Thistlethwaite, number 14, came from the far sideline, had an angle on Ryan Bilger and caught him from behind, but the Dogs are in business all the way out at about the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Great play there. Opened up, had Swaney as an escort straight down the middle. Slots out to the right. Mike drops straight back. He's looking, he's being rushed, he's open right up the middle. And he has got a great gain. All looks like yard line as Mike dropped back to pass. Look, all the receivers were covered, but the middle opened up. 3-yard line. 1st and 10. Dogs are back in business. Knapke to the left. O'Neal split out. Had Bilger on that dive play, the first part of the option series, and Bilger gets a short gain of about, looks like about 3, and brings up 2nd down and 7.
Bilger was brought down on that play by Corey Stoker. He's a defensive tackle, junior.
Slot goes out to the right. Knapke split to the left. Mike's looking it over. Okay, standing up, fires for carry, and he splits the team in the end zone. At 8 men in front, it's hard to pass. You're out. And the give only gives up that slant pass, and with Mike and the two great receivers there of Carey and Kanafke, it's a hard thing to cover. Tyler Davis ready to do his familiar thing here. Kind of a high snap. Mike gets it down, and the kick is straight through. Great kick. Got it up, and the Dogs are up 14-7. Cheerleaders doing push-ups. Boy, they're going to have arms of steel after this season if they're doing one for every point. (14-7). Dogs have seemed to have quieted the Rough Riders down here on the sideline. They're trying to figure out where they can get another bolt of adrenaline, trying to reload the gun here as they kind of stalled. Dogs trot out. Tyler Davis has the tee. Referee trying to get the football back from deep in the stands.
Looks like some of the high school fans are throwing toilet paper rolls.
I hope they don't throw them in my trees tonight. Okay, we're waiting for the whistle. St. Mary's sideline has all of a sudden become quiet here. It was really riled up there for a while, but the Dogs have kind of squashed their fun. Tyler Davis with a kick. This one's kind of squibbed off the side of his foot. Takes it on the bounce. Here's the wall set up. Winover is the only guy out here. He is loose down the sideline. Tyler Davis stepped up and with a great touchdown saving tackle, as the St. Mary's is always famous for their kickoff returns into their bench.
And Davis is down.
They always return their kickoffs into their bench where they got all their friendly folks over here. And Tyler Davis stepped up and made a great hit, but he is down and in considerable pain.
Looks like he's dragging his legs.
I'll tell you what, there was a heck of a collision as Hirschfeld, their 207-pound fullback, had a full head of steam and a full run straight down the sideline. And Tyler Davis got into that funnel, and he stepped up and made a hit. But unfortunately, he took the brunt of it, and he's down on the sideline down here in front of the St. Mary's bench.
Bulldogs Dr. John Specca is checking out his knee, or his left knee. Davis seems to be in a whole lot of pain.
Dogs need Tyler to get back up here. He takes care of our defense, and we need him on the kicking game. Okay, Dr. Specca is checked out. Tyler Davis, he's up. He's going to limp off, but looks like he might be able to walk that one off as he's under his own power. A little bit of a limp. But he took a real shot from Mike Hirschfeld coming down that sideline, but he stepped up in there and saved the day for the Dogs as the Riders sit up at about the 37-yard line. Dogs are in unfamiliar territory. The Riders keep advancing into Dog territory, which other teams haven't been able to do on a regular basis. Again, Ronnie Winhoven in there in the middle of that defense. Along with another new face, Wes Patterson is out there. Ronnie Winhoven straight over the center. Okay, here comes that kind of a little slant trap with Hirschfeld again. Looks like we're going to stay with Hirschfeld in the ground beef attack, as he's going to grind it in there and try to wear down. It's going to be a match of Ronnie Winhoven and Hagerman against the big fullback for the Riders. Riders come out, wing to the left, regular T formation. There's straight ahead. There's the old St. Mary's wing T trap, and he's Hirschfeld's forward again for short yardage, bringing up about third down. Ball is resting squarely on the 30-yard line. Third and about two, long two. Another big play for the Dog defense. Need a play right here. The Riders are in wing to the left, T formation. Straight ahead with Hirschfeld. He's got the first down and then some, as he's down to about the 25-yard line. First and 10. Riders seem to be able to march. Dogs trying a lot of different personnel and looks to try to stymie the advance, but Riders doing a nice job of blocking, and Hirschfeld's a load to bring down. Putting a flanker out this time. Move the wing out in the flanker situation. Okay, there again, though, same play as Hirschfeld comes forward, and at that time about 5 different dogs. Carey, who is now playing for Davis. Carey and Collig, Randy Van Tilburg, they're all there. Got to get a gang on him because he's a load to take on one by one. Second down and 9. Ball is just inside the 25-yard line. Riders come out, put a flanker out again to the left side. There's the dive straight ahead. Dive straight ahead with Hirschfeld, and he gets, again, short yardage as Carey's down there.
Looks like Winhoven got a part of that.
Ronnie Winhoven. Wes Patterson's down in there. Okay, brings up third down and about 7. Wing to the left. St. Mary's taking huge splits on the Dogs, trying to spread them out a little bit. Okay, this the old option play, something you very seldom see from the Rough Riders, as they faked the dive this time, and Hayden's kept it on the option, and he got forward for called a couple, and it brings up fourth down and about a little less than 5. 4th and 4, call it. Ball is just inside the 20-yard line. Big play for the Riders. Here's a statement play for the Dogs. They hold them here and take control. Might take some air out of the Riders' sails here. Okay, Riders come out. Wing to the right this time. Big, wide split. There comes a fake reverse this time. It's not going to work. As Brian Laux steps up and makes a great play for the Dogs. He wasn't fooled by that reverse action. They ran the fake reverse this time and had Hirschfeld keep the football. He faked like he was going to reverse it, but he kept the football. Laux stepped up and made a great play as he turned it in, and a couple other Dogs got there to stymie it, and the Dogs defense growls back at the Riders, and the offense is on the field. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Slots out to the right. Carey and O'Neill. Mike licks it over. Okay, Mike's going to run the option this time. He's on the sprint. Okay, not much there as Mike couldn't get a leverage on the corner as the Rider defense strung it out. Kept him running sideways. He did get ahead for, call it 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Slot comes out to the left. Kanapke up on the Celina bench side to the right. Split backfield. Mike calls for the ball. Steps back in the pocket. He's looking. He finds Carey straight down the middle in a perfect seam. And Carey is all the way out to the 40-yard line. There was nobody in the middle. that 8-man front, the linebackers couldn't drop back deep enough as Carey just sat down right in the middle of the defense, and Mike had enough time to find him, and Carey is all the way out to the 40-yard line. Great read there. Again, the offensive line doing a great job. There was no white jersey from St. Mary's anywhere close. Mike could have still be standing back there. Okay, slots out to the left this time. Mike's calling the signals. Running the option, He turns it up inside, dives forward. Looks like he's got about 8. Brings up second down and about 2. We're down to the 3:30 mark of the first half. Need to push one in here right before half. Bruns brings the line up. Knapke to the left. Slots out to the right. Mike calls for the ball. This time it's straight ahead dive to Swaney, and he's over the first down. He's at midfield. Right on the 50-yard stripe. And their officials are giving him the first down. Dogs are 1st and 10, midfield. Clock is running. We're getting down to the 3-minute mark. Slots out to the right. Knapke split to the left. Mike's looking it over. Changing up the play. And then St. Mary changes up the defense. No, they jump back. Mike stands up. Here's O'Neal. Boy, I'll tell you what, we had a great, Mike laid it out there. O'Neal went up to get it, and he was met by number 22 for the Riders, who is Kevin Dunges. Kevin Dunges makes a big hit on O'Neal just as the ball arrives, and he can't come down with the catch, making it 2nd down and 10. Second and 10, 2:45 to go in the first half. Carries in a medium slot out to the right. Knapke's down here to the left. Mike opens up. We're going to run the option. This time he pitches right away. Great block, crackback block by Carey. But Swaney has one guy out there, and he gets tripped up. Kevin Dunges again. He's had 2 great plays in a row as he was out there, the only one to be in the way of Swaney, and he took Swaney's ankles out and brings up 3rd down and a little over 5. Okay, we got a officials timeout here. We got to switch footballs. Okay, we have the slot out to the left this time. O'Neal. Way out here by the St. Mary's bench. Carries in about a medium slot, splitting the difference between the linemen. Mike's looking it over. St. Mary's almost jumps. Mike stands up. There's that slant pass again. Knapke's got it this time, and he's going to get the same result as they caught him from behind. Knapke looking to his left, picked up the St. Mary's defender coming from his left side and turned right to avert him and ran right back into a St. Mary's defender, and it's all the way down. We're sitting exactly on the 10-yard line. I don't know if they can get a first down here. They stretch the chains out, and I think the chain comes down on the goal line, so it's exactly 10 yards. They're going to lay him down. 1st and 10 on the 10. Clock is running. 1:52 to go in the first half. Carey O'Neal out to the left. Knapke split to the right. Mike Math calls the signal. Here comes the option. Almost threw it away, but Bilger was able to pull it in. He dives forward, and looks like he's out of bounds right at or inside the 5-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, that was close to being a disaster because Bilger, being a good baseball player, came up with the catch. But I'll tell you what, Mike didn't have much time, and he kind of laid it out there blind, and luckily Bilger had the hands to catch it. We are inside the 5, almost on the 4. Carey kind of limping a little bit. He's been doing a lot of duty. He's even must have wore out his shoes because he has tape on him now. Got Mike quick counts him and goes quarterback sneak. Saw a few of them napping, but enough of the riders were awake to pull him down before he could get in. It's third down at about 1. The ball sits just outside the 1 yard line. Call 1.5. 1:20 to go in the first half. Dog knocking on the door right here. Will anybody answer? Slot comes out to the left. Carrying O'Neal. Mike's under center. Calls for the ball. It's straight ahead to Swaney, and he knifes his way in there. He put his shoulder pads over his shoes, and he went straight down the barrel of the gun, and he is in the end zone, and the Dogs are up 20-7. 1:01 remaining in the first half. Dogs up 20-7, looking to make it a little bit more. Here's something we haven't seen before, number 59, which is Greg Kimmel with the kick. Same result, though, as he boomed it through. Nice job, having to warm the leg up and get out there at a moment's notice, but same result as he booted it right through. Greg Kimmel, and the Dogs are up 21-7. 1:01 remaining in the first half. Again, Dogs need to be aware. Last week they got bit by Walpock Redskin kickoff return, and here already Hirschfeld has about burned them again, as the St. Mary's traditionally always runs their kickoff returns into their bench side. They used to say that they get more clip calls that way, or non-clip calls that way, as all the coaches would be over there screaming and yelling that it was a great block, and the referee would be afraid to throw his flag into that mass of humanity, but they are successful at them. Okay, we have Chad Fortcamp teeing the ball up this time. Got a couple people going to do extra duty. Chad Fortcamp approaches the ball. Kind of a short kick. Here again, now here comes to the Rider bench. Number 83, Nick Kellermeyer, big end for the Riders, picks up the short kickoff and tries to run it all the way back across the field to get behind the wall, but he too slow and too much yardage to cover, and he gets dragged down at the about the 25-yard line. 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Rick Haynes brings them out. They're in a slot formation this time. Slot T. Same play, though. Run that trap inside there. Pull the guard and pull the left guard, and here comes Hirschfeld.
Wes Patterson and Lucas Hillary combined for the tackle.
Somebody better stop off and buy Hirschfeld a new mattress, because he's going to need some sleep after tonight's game. He's carrying all the load for St. Mary's right now.
Notice our Channel 6 sponsors scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Try to help these people out whenever you get a chance.
Look for the same play the other way as the Riders come out and wing. Oh, they're going to throw it this time. Oh, flea flicker action. It's deep. Dogs had it well covered as
Jason Wenhoven was diving for the ball, but he couldn't quite get there.
Haynes stood up and fired a little lateral pass to Jeff Derringer, who then stood up and tried to throw deep, but Knapkin and everybody were playing loose with only 7 seconds to go in the first half. The key factor of that is nobody gets behind you, so the Dog defenders were playing loose and were able to cover up. Not a real good pass. Boy, St. Mary's pulling out all the plays. Here we are in the I formation with the slot. And he is met and drilled by Ronnie Winhoven. Form tackling 101 as Ronnie Winhoven puts the shoulder pad on the numbers, and the clock runs out, and the Dogs have the familiar role of being up on the scoreboard 21-7 as we go to the locker room. Both teams trotting off the field, 21-7 our score, and we'll be back after our halftime festivities as tonight's halftime honoring Queen Nanette LaQuesta, as she was our homecoming queen for 1995. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, we're back after rousing performances by both high school bands. The St. Mary's band did a great job, but then the Celina band came out and did an awesome display of musical talent as they were spread all over the field, about 100 and some strong, and they do a great job. And Boy Laurie does a great job with that band and all of his assistants. I don't know who all of his assistants are, but everybody does a great job, and it's really a professional organization and a great signal of our Celina High School programs. And both teams are back out on the field. Some halftime stats here in the first half. First down, Celina had 8, St. Mary's had 6. Total yardage, Celina out to 262 yards, keeping just a little bit above their usual average. St. Mary's held to 106. St. Mary's got all their yards, 106 yards on the ground. Mike Hirschfeld getting most of those. Celina had 102 on the ground and 160 through the air. St. Mary's punted 2 times for a 30-yard average. I guess the crucial thing was Celina had 2 turnovers. One of them that St. Mary's turned into their score. Time of possession. Walt used to tell you that was a meaningful statistic for usually for no significance, but in time of possession, the Dogs had the ball 8 minutes and 12 seconds, and the Riders had the ball 15 minutes and 38 seconds. But the thing that really counts is the score, and it says 21-7 in favor of the Dogs. Brian Kanapke made 2 catches in the first half for 111 total yards. Carey had 3 catches for 49 yards. And Mike Hirschfeld, the St. Mary's Bull running back, had 78 yards with 18 carries. That's a lot of carries, and he's going to be a tired young man at the end of this game. But he seems to be about the only weapon that the Riders have right now, so they got to ride him as long as they can. Waiting here for the teams to get organized, ready for the second half kickoff. Cavs meeting at the center of the field for I guess a ceremonial. Everybody knows St. Mary's kickers on the field. The tee is down, and their kicking team is out there, and the Dog receiving team is huddling on the sideline. So going to make them change it around, though. The Riders are going to have to go to the other end of the field. Still about 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go before the actual kickoff. We're in the actual warm-up time now, I guess it's called. And Dogs are trotting out. Kanapke and Carey. Laux, one of the upbacks. Swaney, one of the upbacks. Ryan Bilger. Got to come down to the other end of the field, boys. Dogs need to take this ball and just stuff it right in the end zone and take away all hope for the Riders and take care of business here. But if you let them hang around long enough, this young Rider team could jump up and bite. And hopefully our senior leadership will not let that happen, as they look like they're prepared. Both sides, though, kind of quiet. Not a whole lot of enthusiasm as they left the locker rooms and approached the field. So hopefully they can re-catch the spark here. Hageman's got him out there in the middle. Still about a minute to go. Rider kicking team trots out. Nick Lyman, a big offensive lineman, teeing it up. Guess they list him as a defensive tackle, but looks like a big, strong lad, and we're ready to play. Waiting now, 30 seconds to go in the warm-up period. Ball is teed up. Everybody just kind of fidgeting around, waiting for the referee to declare the ball ready for play. Okay, we're ready to play. Nick Liming approaches the ball. He kind of squibs it forward. Laux picks it up at about the 25-yard line. He's straight ahead, and he is crunched there by number 93, which is Brian Hensley. Brian Hensley took a free shot on Laux that time, and he decked him. But the Bulldogs set up first and 10, 35-yard line. St. Mary's jumping around a little bit. Mike opens up this time with that draw play to Bilger. Bilger cuts it back a little bit, gets a good gain out to, looks like about 9. Gets out to about the 44-yard line. Just about lost the football as he was dragging it behind him, and the defender was after it, but he was able to hang on to the football. Brings up second down and 1. Kerry O'Neill split out to the right. Knapke down here on the left side. Mike looks it over. New tape job for the Lenny Moore look this half. Straight ahead to Bilger. Bilger goes forward for the first down, and he's out to about the 47-yard line. Drops square in the middle of the field, and the Dogs are marching down. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Fighters showing that 8-man front. Dogs have been able to exploit a little bit on the, mostly with the pass. Looks like we're doubling up Knapke out here on this side. Mike opens up. He drops straight back. He's looking right there in the middle. Knapke just turns it in. Knapke trying to cut it back and actually ends up maybe giving up a yard or so as he caught the football, and instead of just going forward for all he could get, he tried to double back and head to the other sideline, and the Riders were able to corral him over there, but not before. He's all the way out to the 41-yard line. Bob Grubauer, our great statistician, has told us that with the catches that Knapke had in the first half, it moved him into 4th place on the all-time season yardage catch totals, which, that record book's probably going to be written a lot this year as the Dogs progress. This time it's straight ahead to Swaney. Swaney with a great hole over there. Teagarden, Bruns, and Russell Armour blasted a hole in there, and Swaney slapped the pads through the hole, and he gains about 7. Brings up second down and 3. Ball is just inside the 35-yard line. Slot comes out to the left. Kerry O'Neill. Knapke's up near the bench on the right. Mike looks it over. He opens up. Swaney again. He loses the football. Swaney on a great game, but he got hit, turned sideways, and the ball got coughed up. But looks like either he or Bruns got back on it. Bruns was over there to lead him. Good thing he was. I think Bruns came up with that recovery. But for the Dogs' benefit, it brings up another first down. Inside the 30 out of the 29. Must be the new thing. Tape the outside of your shoes. Mike's got it on there, and Kerry also. The old Lenny Moore look. There again, Swaney. He lost the football again, and this time bad results as number 69 of the Rough Riders, which would be Zach Klapfleisch, is right there. Knapke, as he's going by, gets hit, drops the football, and the Riders are in business. Boy, the Dogs had a good march going there. They were blasting big holes. The Celina construction crew was bulldozing the way. The line was having their will. Okay, again, Ronnie Winhoven playing again in this half. Wing to the right. Here comes the sweep. Okay, we're going to try to give Hirschfeld a rest as Thistlethwaite this time opens up on that legendary St. Mary's power sweep.
It looked like Randy Van Tilburg, Jason Hageman, and Jeff Armstrong combined for the tackle.
Okay, he got forward for about 4, bringing up 2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Riders come out. Nice big wide splits. Wing to the left. T formation. Opens up. Here comes Hirschfeld. Back to the attack. They lead the halfback through, and the big fullback Hirschfeld follows him in there. And he's got about 2 more yards, bringing up 3rd down and 3. Okay, the Rider faithful getting into it, thinking they got a chance here to keep some momentum going. Bulldog faithful trying to answer on the sideline. Big play right here. Hageman, Ronnie Van Tilburg, Wes Patterson, Colleague. They're ready. Wing to the left. Here's Hirschfeld straight ahead. I'll tell you what, he didn't get it. Depending upon the mark, as he was able to squirm forward under that pile, but from where we stand, he's a little bit short. Going to bring on the chains, though. My eyes have been wrong before.
That was a very generous spot by the official.
Well, he did. He looked like he kind of weaseled the ball forward while he was underneath the pile there. Okay. Okay, they stretch it out, and it is first down for the Riders. Boy, that was a great mark for the Riders as it keeps their drive alive. Mike Hirschfeld doing all he could, and he got that ball forward just enough. 1st and 10, balls out about the 39-yard line. Wing to the left. T backfield. Okay, here comes that T formation action, but he turns it inside the tackle this time. That was Clark, and he is forward for about, looks like about 2 yards, bringing up 2nd down and 8.
We're going to run down our Channel 6 crew here tonight. On the mixer, we've got Bob Shellick. On the titler, Corey Kittle. Cameras, Ryan Schott, Jeremy Gherkin, Josh Garrity, Andy Enyart, and Chris Weaver.
Wing to the right. Reverse out. Almost opened up. The hole was there. Saving tackle made by Ronnie Winhoven as he moved over from his defensive tackle position and was just able to get a hand on the St. Mary's ball carrier that time and slow him down, bringing up 3rd down and about 3. Big play here. Dogs need to make a stand, not let him inside dog territory. Laux is fired up, ready to go. He's got the boys ready. Wing to the right, T formation. Okay. I'll tell you what, their fullback Hirschfeld runs hard and he runs low, and he is forward right at midfield for another Rider 1st down. First and 10, ball just inches short of the 50-yard line. Dog defense needs to figure out a way to stop Hirschfeld. Wing to the right, T formation. Hirschfeld straight ahead on the trap, and this time Ronnie Winhoven split the gap there, drove his man back into Hirschfeld, causing Hirschfeld to have to run laterally, and boy, I tell you what, he got met in the backfield. They marked him all the way back up to the line of scrimmage, and Ronnie Winhoven, you deserve better than that. As he made a great play. They give him back to the line of scrimmage, and it's 2nd down and 10. St. Mary's shows a little different here. A little slot formation to the left. Opens up this time, and boy, Clark that time took the reverse out dive action play, and he almost broke it as Carey just got a piece of the ankle, or he might have been loose, and it brings up 3rd and about 4. Wing to the right. There goes Hirschfeld. He extends himself out and almost dives forward, and I'll tell you what, looks like he's got another first down.
It's going to be close.
Well, now this time the Rider faithful doesn't like the spot, as he was looked to me like he extended the ball across midfield or across the 40-yard line, but the referee owed us a favor and moved it back just a hair, so it's going to be close. They stretch the chains out. He's got the first down by the nose of the football. We're down to 5:09 to go in the third quarter here. Ball just outside the 40-yard line. Riders eating huge chunks off the clock and moving the ball down the field. Wing to the left, T formation. Haynes under center. There's that dive play straight ahead to Clark. Straight ahead to Clark, and he's forward for maybe two.
72 Ron Winhoven had the tackle.
Okay, Ronnie Winhoven lines up directly over that football. Dogs trying to change up defense a little bit here. Wing to the right. Here comes the sweep. This time the Dogs are out there. Ronnie Winhoven, unluckily for the Dogs, makes a great play, but he crashes into the back of the ball carrier and knocks him forward for another yard or so. Brings up third down and short 7 or a long 6. Again, all the Dogs need to do is make one great play and end this drive. Seems like the Riders have had it forever. Okay. Fans are getting into it. Haynes calls the signals. They fake. He's on the roll. He's hit. He spins out. He's hit again and dropped. This time, colleagues there. Ronnie Winhoven, having the game of his short career, is right there on the spot again. Big arm wraps around and drags him down. Winhoven and his party get there later, but Ronnie Winhoven playing a great game tonight, and it's fourth down. Timeout Riders. Riders think this is too important to go on short notice, and they're going to take a timeout. Quarterback over here meeting with the brain trust of the Rider coaching staff. A lot of years of experience in that huddle right there, and they're all going to try to come up with something to try to get this first down and keep this drive alive. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Fourth down and 6. The ball rests right at the 36-yard line. Looks like Hageman pledged his head before the game tonight, as it's really shining in this light. Okay, Hagerman extolling the crowd. He's got them on their feet. Big play here. Fourth down and about 7. Riders in a slot this time. Straight ahead, Hirschfeld, and he got loose, and he's got the first down as he ran into a pile there with Hageman and Ronnie Winhoven and Cowlick, but he bounced off, and the pursuit didn't catch up to him until he was all the way down to about the 23-yard line. Dogs are in serious trouble here now. Riders got a full head of steam. They've had this ball forever. Wing to the left, big wide splits. Okay, here comes the little counter action with the wing back that time.
John Thistlewaite had to carry that time, lost about 2. Call it 2nd and 11.
Lucas Hillary coming up there and making that hit. Locks was over there, Wes Patterson, but brings up, got him on a loss that time. 2nd down 11. Riders look it over. Wing to the right, T formation. Straight ahead. Thistlethwaite that time. They like that little reverse out, dive action to the halfback. Thistlethwaite's got the about 3 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 7. Ball is resting directly on the 20-yard line. Hageman puts a call into the fans and wants a little support there. And here comes the Riders. Wing to the right. Huge splits out on the right side. They open up. Here comes Hirschfeld, and this time the whole green defense picks him up off of his feet. You can't run like a bull if his feet aren't on the ground. This time, you got Kanapke in there. You got Carey's in there. Laux is in there. And all their friends met him, and that brings up another one again. 4th down, about 6 yards to go. Ball resting, 17-yard line. Here again, you got to think that you're going to see Mike Hirschfeld. Dogs are moving around. Haynes calls the signals. Going to run the option. Got it out here to Hirschfeld. It's on the ground. And he's not going to get it as he is met out there. Laux and Kanapke and Carey got him running sideways, and he couldn't get his shoulder pads turned up the field, and they scooted him out of bounds. And the Dogs take over on downs at the just short of the 20-yard line. Okay. Mike Highland coming in here with a big smile on his face and dollar signs in his eyes that he says the attendance for tonight's game, 4,828. Here comes Swain straight up the middle. He breaks it. He cuts it back. Oh, he falls down. He had nothing but goal lines in his eyes. He cuts it back. He had O'Neill out here ready to set the final block and send him on his way. He ran too fast that the Hounds caught him. Tripped over a blade of grass and makes it a great gain, though. All the way out to the 38-yard line. Slot to the left. Mike's calling the play at the line of scrimmage. He takes the snap. He stands up. Pump fake to Kanapke. Kanapke then turns it out. He's got it. And it's a foot race to the goal line. He could go. Touchdown. He did. Runs over, says hello to the cheerleaders, and the Dogs are in business again. Boy, if he makes that first tackler miss, it's like a nightmare for the defense because he can go either way, has great speed, and he has great knack for going where the defense isn't. And that time, he turned it back, caught the football on that slant and go. Mike stood up, faked that slant pass that's been going for us all night, got the defensive back to bite, then he turned it back outside, laid it out there.
Kimmel drills the extra point.
Great kick as Greg Kimmel booms it up there, and the Dogs are up 28-7 with 9 seconds to go in the third period.
What is it? Stop. It's stop.
Brian Kanapke moved into 4th place in the all-time yardage receiving in Celina football history, and he just added a major portion more as he took that pass from Mike Bath and scampered into the end zone. Something tells me he may have extend his football career a little bit. Somebody should be looking at him to continue his career because he has a knack of getting that ball and getting it in the end zone.
Again, on the bottom of your screen are the Channel 6 sports sponsors.
Chad Fortcamp's got the ball teed up. Waiting for the whistle. Referee's got to move the coaches back, pointing out something to them that they got a little close there. Referee making a point of telling them. Camp approaches the football, and he kicks it again crossways. And this time, the Riders try to go up the middle, and there's Tiger Rodeos. Everybody got a chance to ride that bull, and they got him down, but not before he's out across the 40-yard line. Okay, Dog defense just needs to take care of business right here. As the first quarter ends, 28-7. Fourth quarter about to begin. Dog defense huddling over there around Coach McGavis. Okay. Dogs have a fire drill here as the referee readies the ball, and the Dogs were still in the huddle on the sideline with Mick Gavis. He turns it up the field. Great play there by Ronnie Van Tilburg. I'll tell you what, they caught the Dogs sleeping as the Dogs were still in the huddle over there with Coach Gavis. The referee blew the ball ready for play, and the Riders almost ran a play with no defense up there to contestant. They ran out on the field, and it was almost. They ran from the bench and pursued the ball carrier as got a great gain. Give him a first down. Luckily, Ronnie Van Tilburg never stopped running. He just ran straight from there, our bench, all the way to the sideline and made the play. Wing to the right. T formation. There's Hirschfeld, and he is loose. Laux has to catch him from behind. It's like the Mesquite Championship Rodeo here, and they got to bulldog him down. As might be easier to use a rope because he's a load trying to grab a hold of. Another first down. 35-yard line. Clock is running. 11:42 left in the fourth quarter. Dogs trying to put out this little brush fire here. Raiders come out in the slot formation this time. Backs are setting the tee. Opens up. Well, I'll tell you what, they're doing a great job, but he lost the football.
Celina recovered.
Well, the Dogs finally catch a break as Jason Clark broke through on that dive play where the quarterback reverses out, and he had to head his team up. He tripped up, and as he was losing his balance and going down, he dropped the pigskin, and it's on the ground, and the Dogs were Johnny on the spot and made the recovery.
11:15.
Okay, Carey and O'Neill split out to the left. Mike looks the defense over, calls it. Carey extends his split out just a little bit. Here comes Bilger this time on the dive. Using Bilger that time. Maybe we're going to keep Swaney on ice as he's had some key fumbles here. I don't know whether he slammed his hands in the door today or what happened to him, but he can't hold on to that football. Slots out to the left. Carey brings it in a little bit. Mike stands up. Slant pass. Kanapke's got it. And he's first time where he might have been to the
I scored on last time. Slant.
Knapke, lonesome out here to the right. Slots up to the left. There's Swaney this time. Gets forward for maybe one as he is met in there. For the interior of the St. Mary's defensive front. Slot comes out to the right. Mike goes from the up position this time, fakes a little draw play, screen pass out to Swaney, and boy, Mike laid it up there and put Swaney in harm's way as Swaney was waiting for a lame duck to come down, and the St. Mary's defender was had the gun sights lowered on Swaney. Luckily, he didn't catch it, or he would have been leveled, and brings up 3rd down and 10. Dogs need to play here to keep the drive alive. Mike checks out the defense, points out where the defensive backs are. He steps back, he's looking down the field, fires it in there. Knapke's got it. Takes 3 of them to get him down. And Knapke is adding up massive amounts of receiving yardage here as Mike threads it in there, and he'll catch anything in sight. Ball's all the way down. Now we're inside St. Mary's territory at about the 44-yard line. Clock is running. We're down to about 9 minutes to go in the game. The slot comes out to the right. Mike looks it over. Takes a snap. He drops straight back. He's looking. There's Knapke. He makes a great catch. And then advances it forward to about the 31-yard line again. Reaching back to his outside, makes a great catch, pulls it down, takes a hit, and is able to still turn upfield and get good yardage. Makes 1st and 10 again. Clock is running. So are the Dogs. Slots out to the right. Mike, looks like we're going to have a passing series here. As we fired in there, oh, and looks like Carey. Mike hit Carey on a beautiful slant pattern. Carey kind of took his eyes off to check out where the defense was and forgot to catch the football. Boy, that hurts the stats right there as Mike laid that one right in there. Carey couldn't come up with the catch. He doesn't do that very often, so we'll give him a break that time. 2nd down, 10. 8:31 remaining in the football game. Mike looks it over. He stands up. There's Knapke on the out pass this time. He makes the catch. Knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's just forward to just over the 20-yard line. We're inside the 20.
Notice our Fine Channel 6 sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If it wasn't for these sponsors, Channel 6 could not give you the coverage that it supplies. So support these sponsors whenever you have the chance.
Riders take a timeout as they need to organize and see if they can't throw a monkey wrench into the Dogs machine here. They've got it oiled up pretty well, and it's grinding up big chunks of yardage as we're in a Mike Bath, Brian Knapke highlight film, I guess. This series has been dedicated to that. We tried one to Carey, and it would have been a great play, except he couldn't catch it. Okay, we're ready for action. Dogs walking up the line of scrimmage. There's the whistle, readying the ball for play. Riders in there familiar. Wide tackle 6 look. Center looking it over. He calls for the football. He's going to roll out a little bit this time. Throws a little, looked like it was supposed to be kind of a middle screen back to Bilger, but he hit. Split backfield. Mike looks it over. Gonna pass. Here comes the rush. Mike steps up, takes a hit, and a host of the Riders got him down.
Loss of about 2 on the sack.
Looks like number 64 there, Corey Stoker, got in there, and Mike, as he stepped up and tried to take off on the run, Corey Stoker wrapped him up, and then the rest of the Riders gave him a hand and dragged Mike down for a loss. Brings up about 3rd and 12.
I think Mike was looking for Craig Carey on that.
Well, we haven't seen that draw play in a long time to Bilger. Mike steps back. I'll tell you what, the Riders have figured out that we're going to be passing, so they have become very, very rush-oriented, sending just about the whole student body in there, and more rushers than there are blockers leads to sacks, and we're all the way back to 4th down and 16. This is where you go deep into that bag of tricks. 4th and 16. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Kanapke way out wider this time, slots up to the front of the bench side, and all of a sudden from deep down by the end zone, the referee, who is looking square at the clock, says too much time for the Dogs, and we're going to go back and try it from 4th and 21. Might want to almost just give a little pooch punt right here and back the Riders up. Maybe a little quick kick action with Mike. You never can tell when your punter is your quarterback. Comes out. Got O'Neal and Carey up to the left. Kanapke split out to the right. Mike clicks it over. He stands up. He's getting rushed again. And I'll tell you what, whatever the Riders decided that they were going to rush Mike, Mike got dropped that time. He's even limping off. As he took about one step and stood up to look for his receiver, and there was a wall of white in front of him, and he got drilled.
3 sacks in a row for the Riders.
Okay, the Rough Riders are back in business. This time they're going to show a little slot formation. T backfield. Open up. Here comes Clark. Forward for short gain, maybe 3. We'll give them all the dives they want, as there's only 6:30 to go in the game. If they want to grind it out, they can run the dive. They need some big plays, and they need them in a hurry. Jason Winhoven coming out here to cover their split end. Slot formation to the left, T backfield. Here comes Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld runs about 6 inches off the ground with his shoulder pads straight up, and he gives very little target to hit. You got to get a good holder. He'll carry it, and it's all the way out right on the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Officials timeout as Jason Winhoven has an equipment problem over here. He'll stay on the sideline and repair his equipment, and Tim Spores will come into the game. Boy, a fine-looking athlete that moved in late in August, or he might have him a job right now, but he's just getting accustomed to the slant away of things. Here's a pro set with a split end and a flanker. The ball's in the air. Oh, and Tim Spores, who just got into the game, almost came up with a tip. As one of the Dogs got his arms up and tipped the ball, and Spores was back there and made a dive and almost came up with a big interception.
Looked like Lucas Hillary got his fingertips on the ball. deflected it, gave Sports a chance.
Okay, brings up 4th down. Are the Riders going to punt it away? I guess they are. They got Hirschfeld doing the punting, which means it could be a fake. Knapke and Randy Van Tilburg deep. There's a low snap. He fields it on the bounce. Kicks a beautiful high spiral backing Knapke up. He takes it at about the 19-yard line. Jukes around. He's up the middle of the field. Great return. He was up the middle of the field. Mark Scott made a saving tackle there for the Riders. Dog defense getting a hand as they come off the field, and the Dog offense is on the field. Ball is dead in the middle of the field at the 42-yard line, 38-yard line. Slots out to the connect. Out here on the right. Carey wanders in just a little bit. Mike opens up. There's Swaney. He bounces off several tackles as he enters over right guard and then cuts it back to the left, and he's got about 5. Held onto the ball that time. 2nd and 5. Ball is at the 43-yard line. 4:54 to go in the game. Runs is over the ball. Mike calls the signals. Mike fakes a little bit, and he's back to pass. Little dump pass out here to Bilger. One guy to beat. Knapke with a great block. Bilger's down the field. What a, oh!
There's some laundry.
I'll tell you what, it's flag day in Celina as 4 flags are out as Mike threw a little, they've St. Mary's been very aggressive on their blitzes, so Mike drew him in and threw a little dump right over the top of the blitz to Bilger, and he was loose on the outside, but I think Knapke got down the field there, and
he looked like holding on the Bulldogs.
Among other things. As I think every flag into place. Some of the fans in the St. Mary's stands threw their handkerchiefs out there to try to help out. But referees on the spot made the play. Still a great gain all the way out to the down to the 31-yard line. Great call as we suckered them in. They've been very, very aggressive on the blitz, bringing all their linemen doing stunts. Mike caught him in it, dumped it over all that rush to Bilger, and he was loose. Just a few defenders left. Unluckily for us, I think it was Knapke that got tangled up with one and got called. But here again, we'll take aggressive penalties anytime we can get them because the Dogs are playing hard and they're playing well. Okay, we come up the line of scrimmage. Slots way out to the left this time. Knapke split to the right. Bilger, that little slant trap action play. Bilger's forward for about, looks like about 3 or 4. Brings up 2nd down, call it 7. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Coming down to the 4-minute mark. Mike looks it over. And the same play the other way, and he could be loose. Gets forward and picks up a 1st down. Boy, he had both arms wrapped tightly around that package this time as he wasn't going to give it up. They drop him directly on the 15-yard line, 3:49 to go. 1st and 10. We're square in the middle of the field. O'Neill and Carey break the huddle, head out to the left. Knapke slowly progresses out to the right. Mike looks it over. Mike looks it over and
wide open Swaney in for the touchdown.
Mike knocked on the door, the St. Mary's door, and there was nobody home as he sneaked Swaney right over the middle. There was nobody left at home, and Swaney just catches it and cruises straight into the end zone. There again, he picked him up on the blitz. I'll tell you what, there's another. If Mike would have wanted to, he could have just tucked that up and quarterback sneaked it because there was nobody in the middle of the field that time. Okay, Greg Kimmel. Greg Kimmel showing lots of leg there as he boots that through and is probably over there in the parking lot. And the Dogs extended out 35-7. Great drive there. Great drive. Took the Riders were getting overly aggressive, gambling on the blitzes and the line stunts on the defensive line. Mike reads that and uses it to our advantage as their over-aggressiveness cost them as we hit a great little dump pass and then come right back with a little middle back out of the backfield play and results in 35-7. When you got all the weapons that the Dogs have, now they can take certain things away, but you always got another gun in your holster that's ready to shoot. And, you can't take them all away. Fort Camp teeing it up. He's getting a lot of work on his leg here. 3:25 remaining. 35-7 Dogs. Waiting for the referee's whistle. He's down here checking out the sidelines. He's like got fixation on coaches being kept back off the sideline. There's the whistle. Fort Camp comes forward. He boots a nice long kick this time. Fumbled, picked up. Okay, and decent return.
It looked like the returner might have had a knee down when he picked up that ball.
Okay, that was Thistlethwaite. He fumbled it, picked it up, and got it out to about the 29-yard line. Riders are in business. Clock is running. We're heading down toward the 3-minute mark. 35-7. Dogs looking to extend their streak of success with the Riders. Wing to the left. Here comes the St. Mary's sweep. Winhoven took a shot at him. He didn't keep his outside contained, and he got a straight arm and a nose full of grass, but he got nothing of the ball carrier as he was on outside. And Collick came all the way from his linebacker spot to make the play out on the sideline with Lucas Hillary. Riders break the huddle. This time we got a flanker out to left this time. T formation. Here comes the bull straight up the middle. Tripped up by Collick. Collick playing with great enthusiasm. He's missed 5 games and he wants to get back and be a big part of this Dog defense. And more power to him as he had a serious injury that he has overcome and he's ready to play. Riders are in business. Wing to the right. 1st and 10. Here comes the sweep on the outside. Thistlethwaite. And great play on the outside there. Van Tilburg kept the outside contained. Kanavke, Wes Patterson. Big old Ronnie Winhoven motored over there and got in on the pile. Dog regulars looking a little winded out there. They've been playing a lot of time. Down to 1:54, under 2 minutes to go. Wing to the left. Haynes brings him out. Here comes the reverse. Thistlethwaite's on the inside, and Ronnie Winhoven rocks him as he tries to turn it back inside, and Ronnie Winhoven. It's the Ronnie Winhoven highlight film night as he's playing a great game, except he's laying there on the ground. Made a great hit, maybe too great.
Not a good sign for the Bulldog faithful on the Bulldog bench.
Well, Dr. Specka comes out to take a look. Well, we need Ronnie. Ronnie's playing some inspired football out there. Got his chance.
You can give me a Pepsi.
Looks like number 97 is going to give Ronnie a break out there. Number 97, Ryan Brock, gets his chance in the under the lights. It's going to be 3rd down at about 7. Ball is resting squarely on the 45-yard line.
Ron Winhoven. Winhoven's been down for quite a while now.
Well, it's a good sign he's moving his legs and a couple of Celina's fine trainers are out there with him. I'll tell you what, his athletes get really taken care of by Coach Mick Gabus's fine training staff, as they are well qualified and have a great, staff of doctors that show up every game and take care of the dog athletes. So they get the best care. Ronnie's moving around. He's going to get up. Might have got his bell rung just a little bit as he made a solid hit. Ronnie's on his feet, walking off under his own power. That's a good news. Okay, Ryan Brock gets his chance. Here comes the Riders. Clock has started again. 1:34 to go. Riders are in the slot formation this time. Open up.
Gonna be very, very close to the first down. Yeah, they're gonna measure.
I don't know, for some reason, maybe Mike Hirschfeld is just flat out tired as they've gone to Clark this time, and we're going to get a measurement. Looks like it's going to stretch and going to make it this time as Riders eke out a first down. 1:24 to go. 35-7. Dogs well in command. Riders just trying for respectability here. Clock is running. Riders come out. Slot formation to the right. There's the open up.
He's wrapped up immediately by number 97, Ryan Brock.
This will wait. Straight ahead. Looks like the Riders are just going to be content to eke out a
2nd and 5 on the 40-yard.
Slot to the left. Here we're going to try to show the scouts a lot of different things now. We got an I formation. Quarterback sprints out. He's looking down the field. Haynes fires it to Hirschfeld. He's met immediately by Carey and Randy Van Tilburg. Laux gets up there to make sure things get taken care of. And
6 sponsors scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Try to help these people out when you can.
Out in their old familiar formation now, wing to the right. Open up. There goes Mike. Forward. Carey.
They're going to move the change and then start the clock with 17
Carey
seconds.
having to make the stop as he broke the line of scrimmage. Clock is running. We're under 15 seconds to go. This could be the last play, and the Dogs are ready to stamp another W in the record book. Here comes on the outside. That's he's set and drops. 3, 2, 1. History. 35-7. Dogs have taken care of business, and they go to 6-0 on the year. Heading next week up the 127, face the fine Van Wert Cougars team. Kent Smeltzer's got his boys playing well, and it'll best for the Dogs as they're getting into the meat of their season. And once again, folks, if you can, get out there and support those Channel 6 sponsors. And this has been Bruce Stroll with Danny Adams. And we'll see you next Friday night at the home of the Van Wert Cougars. 35-7, Dogs win, scoreboard blinks, and everybody's happy. Good night.
Good night.
School, Molly has been involved in numerous activities. She has participated in basketball, volleyball, swimming, diving, and track. She is also a varsity cheerleader and received 5th place at nationals. She has also been involved in the Varsity C Club, Student Council, Latin Club, Intellect staff, Young Republicans, the office staff, and the training program. Molly's being escorted tonight by Todd Niley. Our second Queen candidate is Kristen Hoosier. Kristen is the daughter of Mike and Terry Hoosier. Throughout high school, Kristen has been actively involved in the Young Democrats, the French Club, Latin Club, the Intellect staff, varsity soccer, and the athletic training program. She is being escorted this evening by Brad Grimm. Our third candidate is Nanette Norma LaQuesta. Nanette is the daughter of Dr. Martin and Norma LaQuesta. She is currently the president of the Student Council and also of the and is presiding in her second year as the secretary of the band. Nanette also held the presidential office of SAD and the junior class. She was a member of the varsity volleyball team and also represents the Celina Senior High School at Buckeye Girls State and the WBL Sportsmanship Committee. Nanette is being escorted tonight by Jive Harrigan. Our fourth candidate is Cammie Payne. Cammie is the daughter of Ray and Becky Payne. Throughout high school, Cammie was involved in cheerleading, student council, the Latin Club, and Young Republicans. She's also a part of the National Society. Cammie is being escorted this evening by Corey Garrity. And our final candidate tonight is Jody Sanders. Jody is the daughter of Tom and Sue. Throughout high school, Jody has participated in the Republicans and the Spanish Club. She is also a member of the school swim team. She is being escorted tonight by Josh Anderson. Celina's 1994 fall homecoming queen was Nina Elizabeth Shellick, daughter of Robert and Jane Shellick. Nina is currently in her freshman year at The Ohio State University. She is majoring in arts with a concentration in industrial design. Nina is employed as an office assistant in her dormitory, and last year Nina served as an intern at Etcetera Design Studio, Texas. She is being escorted tonight by our junior attendants, Carrie Miller and Bailey Boniface. And the 1995 homecoming queen. Congratulations, Nanette LaQuesta. Student Council would like to thank the following for their contributions for tonight's ceremonies. Flowers Original for donating all of the flowers and Jones Jewelers for the tiara. Thank you all and good evening.